European rule of law mission supervising the transition of power here in Kosovo should have around 2,000 personnel deployed countrywide. They should be training and mentoring police, customs officials and judges, and superseding the UN mission in Kosovo. Instead, ULEX has only 200 people here, the plan bogged in legal and political fallout. KFOR is concerned that its troops will be left to pick up first responder policing tasks, for which it hasn't been trained and which could increase tensions. Russia and Serbia continue to denounce the independence for Kosovo as illegal. Against this backdrop, the 2nd Battalion, the Rifles, has deployed as the operational reserve force to help maintain security.
Commander KFOR has deployed them into Task Force North, which is the northern area and the most sensitive area within Kosovo at the moment, that contains the majority of the possible flash points. The British troops are very respected in Kosovo. We have a history in the Balkans going back to 1992. The people have a respect for our impartiality and our military professionalism.
Sunday's transition is coming ready or not, and those involved here are paddling hard to make headway under a rough political surface. The International Civilian Office advises the Kosovo government on the best course to a multi-ethnic democracy.
It's difficult if you focus on the politics. What we do in terms of explaining our missions to people is focus on the results and the practicalities. What will it mean for investment in different projects in Kosovo, in transport, in the infrastructure of the country, in the budget of Kosovo? What will it mean for minority communities in terms of their rights being protected?
Some feel their rights are being ripped from them. As most Albanians celebrate, the Serbian voice isn't often heard here on the streets of Pristina, but online it's strident. Forget about the north and the enclaves and realise that Serbs don't want anything to do with your so-called EU law there. We already have functioning law in some parts of the Serbian province, Serbian law. It's one opinion, the ICO has seen another.
The head of the ICO visited a Kosovo Serb community only last week, where one of their local politicians sat next to him in a press conference and said we might as well not waste time talking about the politics of all of this when there are projects we could work on together that will be good for people.
2 Rifles provide assurance and deterrence to support this inter-ethnic cooperation.
They have an assurance and a deterrence role, and should those people who they are deterring decide to take action that would destabilise the situation, then they know that they will be met with considerable force by the British soldiers.
It's a considerable challenge for the international community to give Serbs and Albanians a mutually acceptable way forward. Kosovan Serbs press for partition, but that doesn't fit with the EU's ideal of multi-ethnicity. There is tension, and a spark in the Balkans is quick to become a bushfire. But Kosovo has come a long way in 9 years, and there's a lot to lose.
We are prepared for all eventualities, and we are also prepared for the worst eventuality, which is inter-ethnic violence, which we hope will not happen, and we hope that sense will prevail.
The ULEX mission will now not be in place until September, 4 months behind schedule. With more than 40 countries now recognising Kosovo, no one voices doubts here that it will happen, but it's vital that it's all done in the right way.
That is being done in a way that is consistent with the way we do things in the European Union, which is not by force, not by violence, and not against anyone's will.
So Kosovo will effectively jump its last hurdle on the road to self-determination with Sunday's transition, but there's a long way to go before a long-sought happy ending. Katie Roy, BFBS Reports, Kosovo. A brand new country comes of age.